Okay guys, there's a common error where if you unplug your computer from the wall during an update, or you update and it gets corrupted somehow, if you try to turn on your Windows 10 computer, you'll be prompted with this screen. And there's several things you can do. One of the first things you want to try to do is just do a reset with the recovery tools that come with Windows. So let's see. So normally, I think you can hold the Windows key and the R key, or hit F11. So I think right now it's trying to do an automatic repair, but it's going to fail. But there's two things that can happen. Either the recovery tools will run just fine, and you'll be able to reset the computer, or they're going to fail. So I'm going to show you guys both the steps, so you can get an idea what's going to happen. So right here, I'm pressing F11. It should register in between one of these, but essentially F11 or Control. Oh, there you go. So F11 will bring up your automatic repair, where you can do advanced options, troubleshoot, reset PC, and then you want to try doing remove everything. So if it runs perfectly, then that's good for you guys, but in this case you're going to see that it says there was a problem resetting your PC. So we're going to go through several steps to try to figure out how to fix this, because it really is a pain. Even then, if that shows up, another thing you could try is doing a system restore or uninstalling updates. So you can try to uninstall the latest quality update, the latest feature update, but in my case it fails, so I can't do any of that. So if I go back to system restore, you're able to restore to some previous points, but in my case, when I do the restore, it fails at the very end, so this isn't going to work for me again. But if you can do this, then I would definitely recommend trying this before resetting your PC, because this could also potentially fix it. And you want to try to restore it to a point that was before the Windows update, because what essentially happened is you were installing an update and either something happened with the power, your computer was turned off, but your system got corrupted. So let's see. So just try uninstalling the updates, doing a system restore, startup repairs. Try some of these, but I'm going to show you guys another way to do it if none of these work. So what you're going to need is a USB that has at least 16 gigabytes on it, because we're going to install Windows recovery mode on here. Because what's happening is when you're trying to run recovery mode through your computer, like through the startup repair, it's because it's corrupted, it's unable to actually, wipe anything correctly. So what we want to do is install the tools on this thumb drive and boot off of this and wipe our hard drive. You're gonna need another computer to make one of these, since the current computer's messed up. Or if you're lucky like me, I had another computer lying around. You can always just grab the hard drive out of a computer that is working and just connect it to the computer and boot off of this and make the thumb drive that way. And I mean, all you got to do is plug in a SATA wire right here and then a power cord, and you don't even have to like hook it in or anything. You can just connect it right there and just boot off of that. But I'm gonna show you how to make the thumb drive. Just give me 1 second. Okay, so as you can see, I have my computer booted up, and you don't need to do what I did. And what I did was I pulled a hard drive that has Windows 10 working out of the computer, and I just plugged it up into this computer, and I'm able to get to this point. Again, you don't need to do this. If you have someone else's computer or a friend nearby or a different computer, you can do this as long as you have Windows 10 on there. And the reason why is you want to type in recovery drive, click on that, hit yes. And what we're going to do is back up these files to a drive. So give this some time. Okay, so once it finishes, you're going to want to select whatever drive your USB was in, and select next and do create, and we'll start creating a recovery drive. Okay, so now that the recovery drive is ready, just hit finish, go down, and make sure you eject the USB drive. Okay, now that the recovery drive has been made, make sure it's inserted into your computer and then do a restart. So what should happen is the USB should boot up right now, and if it doesn't, what you want to do is go into your boot menu right when your computer turns on and make sure you select the USB. It should have like UEFI tacked on before it. So what you can do is choose your keyboard, do recover from a drive, just remove my files, unable to recover PC, the system drive is too small. So sometimes when you do the recovery mode, it's going to fail and say there's not enough space. So what you can do is plug the USB into a different computer, go into recovery, look at sources, and then you're going to want to modify this file here. It's called reset or PBR_reset config. And what you can do is you can change this min size. So by default, this min size on my computer was set to 900 gigabytes, which was causing it to fail on the reset. So if you just change it to 100, in this case it'd be 100. 100 gigs. Just go ahead and save it, and then try to do the reset again. Okay, now that you've made your recovery USB, you're going to want to plug it back in. And just hit F11 to go to your boot menu, or it may be different on your computer depending on your motherboard, but you should see two similar names. Like in my case, it says generic SD/MMC. You want to go to the one that says UEFI partition 1. That's just the bootable part of the USB. Just give it a second to load. Okay, so you want to select your keyboard layout and do recover from a drive. We could just do if you're keeping the PC, we'll just do just remove my files. Okay, so we'll just hit recover. And as you can see right there, it says F11 to run boot menu. When you turn on your computer, you should see something similar to that. You just want to press whatever key it has listed there. So this will take quite a bit of time to actually run. So I'll get back to you guys whenever the process is done. Once the computer restarts, you should be prompted with this menu here. Just select your options. And it's going to ask you to log in, and you pretty much just want to make sure that you log in with the same username and password that you were using before the system crashed. Okay, so just enter your information. So once you follow the steps after you log in, That's all you have to do, and you should hit this screen right here that says it's going to take a few minutes to set up. But other than that, that should be everything you need to do, and I hope this video helped out. If you'd please like the video, it really does help out, and subscribe if you'd like to.